WA police have revealed a 63-year-old man shot and killed a woman and her teenage daughter in Perth's western suburbs yesterday, believing his ex-wife was at the property. For more on this, reporter Nick Perpich joins us from the scene in Floreat. Nick, what more do we know about this case?
Well, there's disbelief, there's distress and there's anger in the community here and wider at the death of the 59-year-old woman and her 18-year-old daughter at the hands of this 63-year-old man. And here on Berkeley Crescent in Floreat, the area remains cordoned off. Police were called here at about 4:30 p.m. yesterday afternoon. It had been a quiet Friday afternoon and suddenly there were gunshots ringing out across the streets here. People came out of their homes to see what was going on, and very, very quickly police swarmed this area. A huge amount of officers arrived very, very quickly. They cordoned off the area. We didn't know much at first as to what had happened. It did emerge that 3 people had died, 2 women and a man. Police have now given more details as to what happened on that day. They say that the man, the gunman, the 63-year-old, had come to this home down this street believing that his former partner was there, but she wasn't, and instead there was the woman who lived there and her 18-year-old daughter. Now, they were friends of his former partner, and the ABC understands that they had been called by the former partner just before he arrived and warned that he was coming and told to hide. But it was to no avail, unfortunately, very, very sadly, and they were both killed, and then the gunman turned the weapon on himself and killed himself. This is what local federal MP Kate Chaney had to say about the matter.
2 more women have lost their lives because of a man with a gun. And it's a reminder that violence against women happens in every community, even right here in our backyard. Enough is enough.
And Nick, at this stage, are police treating this as a domestic violence incident?
So we asked police exactly that, and they said that they're not, because the attacker, the gunman, and the 2 women, the mother and daughter, were not related. He knew them, but he wasn't related to them. So they said they're treating it as a double murder and a suicide, even though he was going to the house armed with a weapon, looking for his former partner. So they're saying not a domestic violence, not a family violence matter, but rather a double murder and suicide. The police also talked about how the survivors are coping, so that is his former partner and also one of the other daughters of the woman who lived down this street.
We had the ex-wife and one of the daughters in our care at Homicide Squad last night. We are providing any support we can to them. Obviously, they are very distressed by these circumstances, and WA Police will make the appropriate referrals to them for counselling.
Local residents are still coming here and looking at what's happening. The investigation is continuing and is expected to continue for quite some time.
Okay, Nick Perpich in Floreat, Perth, thank you for the update.